undervalued cards that have now been making moves. That's all we're going to be covering today. We'll be looking at a bunch of singles from different Pokemon eras on where they've been going or have been going and where do I expect them to go in the future. These cards have been slightly undervalued in the past. They're now making moves, especially in the graded space as well. So we're looking at the raw price and the PSA 10s as well. And yeah, some of them are going to be quite surprising. So I've got 10 cards for you guys today. So let's get into it. All right, today we're on PokeJace and we'll be going through each one of these. Starting things off, we're going Sun and Moon base. Looking at the Umbreon GX Rainbow. This is an interesting one, right? This is the most expensive card from Sun and Moon base set. We don't really talk about Sun and Moon base pretty much ever, really. But like evolutions as a whole have been doing really well ever since the release of Prismatic. And this one is no exception. Of course, it's Umbreon. We know the drill, right? We're looking at this raw and we're looking, a card, well, the price does vary between TCG Play and the market price, right? $60 to $90. Big difference there. But look at this PSA 10 price, guys. Over the past 6 months, this card's gone from under $400 in a PSA 10. It went up to like 700 and then it dropped and then it's gone back up and pushed towards 700 again. That is huge. It's quite a big one, actually. We look at the raw price as well. It has been moving upwards. We do see TCG Player, of course, breaking away from the average market price like it always does. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. This is a good one. I don't normally look at Sun and Moon base. I don't think it's one that's on a lot of people's radars as well, but it is a pretty sweet one. It is Umbreon. I've never actually owned this one, but I've owned the Chinese version of this, which is a lot cheaper, but it's still really, really nice card. And I actually prefer the Sun and Moon Rainbows definitely to the Sword and Shield ones. Keeping with Sword and Shield, we're looking at the Mimikyu V from Brilliant Stars. This is from the Trainer Gallery. This one's been a super popular one. This one, I mean, I prefer this in the VMAX. I think this is such a cool looking card. And yeah, look at this. I mean, the raw price is doing reasonably well. I mean, again, TCG Player breaking away from that average market price. Look at that PSA 10 price, nearly 350 in a 10. I mean, look, 6 months ago, it was around like 150. In fact, it was less than 150 at one point, and we've just seen this huge spike in the last couple of months, which is very, very impressive. And even the raw price took a little bit of dip during that summer lull, and now we're starting to see it climb back up. And this is a gorgeous looking card. I think Brilliant Stars has, in my opinion, one of the best Sword and Shield era sets. Got an amazing Trainer Gallery, and this is definitely one of those cards which I really, really do like. I've only just noticed this. I know it sounds really weird, but if I only just noticed in the picture, you can see the Mimikyu there at the back as well. Creepy. Really cool card though. We got Zardy Boy up next. UPC promos across the board, right? Promos have been going really, really well. And the UPC itself, sealed, has been doing really, really well. I'd say a fun story. It's not fun for me, but I've graded 15 of these Charizard V-Stars and not got a single 10. Got a bunch of 9s and a couple of 8s. Brutal. Very tough to get in a PSA 10. I mean, yes, there's a decent amount out there. There's over 8,500, but look how many 9s there are. There's like nearly 24,000 9s. We're looking at a card that raw price is going up and up and up, but look at that PSA 10 price, guys. 6 months ago, this card was $330 in a 10. Now it's pushing its way up. It's at 900. It's going to be 1,000 probably by the end of the year. That is huge. I mean, this is actually not my favorite one. I like the VMAX more, but I do know a lot of people like this where it's fighting Mewtwo, or it's like the other side of the Mewtwo V-Star, which I think is absolutely epic in of itself. But look at that raw price. We've been seeing that. I mean, during the summer, it was pretty steady, and as soon as we got into August, it started to break away, and now we're seeing it. I mean, before we know it, it could be like $100 or more raw card. We've been seeing a lot of promos, not just in Sword and Shield, but even Scarlet and Violet. Any promos really been going up in price. And yeah, I mean, the UPC itself, it's like $400. So yeah, it's getting more and more expensive for a pretty sweet card there. Next, we got the Marnie's Morpeko. This one actually, as I found out the other day, comes in one of the decks, like the pre-built decks, which is pretty cool. I like this. The colors on this pop. I don't know why this. I feel like in an ace slab it looks sick, but this is a pretty cool one. We're looking around $30 to $40 for the raw price of this card. But look at that PSA 10 price, $380. That is huge, and it's been going up as well. And we look at this PSA 10 price, it was like $250, then it did take a little dip and went to the low 200s, and then bang, it has gone to the absolute moon. And look at this raw price as well. I mean, it was like a 10 to 15, $20 card, dropped a little bit in the summer, and then August came along, September, and then bang, we've seen it just keep going up and up and up, which is very, very impressive. Marnie, always been a fan favorite, even in the Sword and Shield era. This artwork's popping. It's a good one. It's a cool one. Again, another promo. A sweet one. Okay, next up we got Paldean Fates Gardevoir coming in. Of course, we're all about that Bubble Mew, nearly a $700 card raw. Charizard's now over $300. Now we're looking at the Gardevoir, and that is doing bits as well. Currently sat anywhere between 115 to 140 raw. Again, that PSA 10 price is now also making moves. We got here card 250. Dropped below 200, around about 180, and is now more than double that at over 400. I mean, damn. I still don't own this. This is one of my, like, this is my favorite card from the set. I do like the Charizard as well, but I still need to pick this one up. Look at that raw price. I mean, it was dipping in the summer. Should have picked it up here, shouldn't I, when it was like $70. And now look at it. I mean, in the UK, I'm trying to think prices here. I've seen it probably around about 90 to 100. So yeah, it has been going upwards. I need to get it sooner rather than later. But yeah, absolutely gorgeous one. Gardevoir, of course, fan favorite. Pallium Fates is getting more and more expensive. So, I mean, is it better than Hidden Fate? I mean, it's showing that way, to be honest. So keep an eye on this one. I think this one's going to keep climbing as well, along with, it's one of the big three, right? So I think this Charizard, Bubble Mew combined is pretty amazing. I'm trying to think if we've ever actually pulled this card. We've definitely got the Charizard, we've definitely got the Bubble Mew, but I'm trying to think if I've ever pulled this. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, absolutely amazing. And we've got another quite a recent promo, which is the Eevee promo from the SPC. So this one's an interesting one, only because a lot of people are kind of holding out, myself included, that this product was going to get reprinted and restocked, and it hasn't. And it keeps going up and up and up. It's like slowly slipping away from my fingers. So it's like $250 plus. Here in the UK, it's like £250. You're looking at a card here where it has also been doing really well. I mean, you could have picked up this promo pretty cheap to begin with. It was like $20 promo, and now it's starting to get a little bit pricey. So we're looking at the PSA 10 price of this one at $420. It was around $300 at its low point in the summer, and it's starting to gain real big traction, which is pretty good. It's Eevee, it's a cool promo. It's going to do really well. And then we take a look at this, the raw price, like I say, it was around $20. And then in the summer, it was slowly trickling up, and now it's starting to make its moves. And I just don't see them remaking this product. So I think this is going to be a really big sought after card in the future. Just like the Charizard UPC promo that we just saw, and there was only one card in this. So it's just one promo. So it's prismatic, it's Eevee, it's amazing artwork. I think it's got real big potential for the long run. Next up, we got the Darkrai V-Star. This one kind of snuck under the radar for me. Never really took notice of this really from Crown Zenith, and then I saw it literally today when I was looking through Crown Zenith. I was like, what the hell is this? So this one here is doing very well. Look at that graded price. Looking at $200, and it's gone crazy. I mean, even its raw price. So looking at this, right? And in the summer, it was around under $100 in a PSA 10. Now over $200, so it's doubled in value since the summer in a PSA 10. But I want to look at this raw price, because this raw price has been doing very well. This was around about a $30 card. In the summer, it dropped below $30. And now on TCG Play, you're looking at $50, whereas the market is slightly less. So this one is definitely one to look out for. Pretty cool artwork. And like Cransy across the board has been going up. Actually, I was going to put the Mewtwo in here. I thought, no, I'm going to pick the Darkrai, but the Mewtwo overtook the Giratina for the most expensive card in the set, raw. So I was like, whoa. Stuff's happening, right? Stuff's moving. So yeah, really, really cool. Crown Zenith getting more and more expensive. So yeah, keep an eye out for this one. This is again another potential sleeper that's doing really well. Speaking of sleepers that's doing really well, look at this, guys. This really threw me off. This is the Mousehold from Paldea Evolved. This is the second most expensive card in the set. I know, it's overtaken like pretty much near enough everything except the Magikarp, obviously. And I was like, what the hell's happened here? Look at that PSA 10 price, $600. Do we have another drowsy type effect here? There's only 300 of them in a 10. I actually own one of these. I don't have any more than one, but I will send off to get graded in the future. But yeah, we're looking here, raw is a little bit different between like the market price and TCG Player. But look at this PSA 10 price. It was already quite a pricey one anyway, around $300, but then in the summer it dropped to $213. And now look at it. $600. It's like tripled in value. Even the raw price is making moves. I mean, it was like a $30 card. It was always up there, right, in Paldea Evolved as one of the most expensive illustration rares or just cards in the set. T-Tar, Raichu, Iono was always above it, and now this is breaking away from all of them. It's going the same route as Magikarp. So keep a lookout for this one. This is an unexpected one that's just seen insane value. Gengar, Lost Origin, Trainer Gallery. This one is popping off. I remember this used to be like a £5 card. It was like nothing, right? $5 card. But look at this. I mean, even look at PSA 10 price, $436. I mean, it was like $180. In the summer, it dropped nearly to $150. And now we're looking at a card that's pretty much tripled in value since the summer in a PSA 10. I've got one, but I don't think the centering is good enough for a PSA 10. Could get an Ace 10, but not a PSA 10, unfortunately. But look at this though. I mean, look at that raw price. $15, $20, like yeah, $15 in the summer, dropped to $12, $13. Now look at it, TCG Player massively breaking away from the market price at $53. So huge card. Gengar doing absolute bits right now, which is very, very impressive. Cool artwork though. I do like it. And then finally today we got to talk about Evolving Skies, and it's the Dragonite V. This is the third most expensive card in the set now. It has overtaken all of the evolutions except Umbreon. So it's literally Umbreon, Rayquaza, Dragonite. I know, I couldn't believe it myself. Beautiful artwork though. This is actually my favorite Dragonite art of all time. I absolutely love this. And when we used to open up Evolving Skies, like on the streams, this was the most common alt art we've ever pulled. We've pulled it like half a dozen times compared to all the other alt arts in this set. I don't know why, we just kept putting Dragonites. And yeah, this is incredible. I mean, look at this raw price. $500 on TCG Player, $1,000 in a PSA 10. Look at that PSA 10 price. I mean, this bad boy is going to the absolute moon. I mean, look at him. I mean, Dragonite, huge fan favorite. Evolving Skies, we know, very expensive. Yeah, look, I mean, Roy was like $200. And then during the summer, didn't really do much. And then literally the past month is more than doubled in value, nearly tripled in value, which is incredible. But yeah, this one has been doing very, very well. Evolving Skies, kind of obvious. But yeah, the fact is it's more than pretty much all the other evolutions except Moonbryon. Is actually really, really impressive. So you have it, guys. Those are some cards which are moving upwards or have been moving upwards. Keep an eye on it, especially that graded price as well. In this market, there's so many sleeper hits. There really is. Go back into that Sword and Shield era. Even the Sun and Moon, you can find some real goodies, and it's like getting on top of it before it gets too crazy. And I've been seeing it before, like when I went to different card shows and seeing what people have been buying and trading and selling and stuff. And you see trends, you see card prices move and what's been going on in the market just there and then. It's really, really interesting. Alt arts in Sword and Shield have been doing very well. We've seen it here today with stuff like the Dragonite. Promos is a prime example and stuff like that. Have a look at what products, where these promos come from, and go, hang on a minute, are these getting reprinted? Are there going to be more out there? Probably not. So like that EV from the SPC, it's a brilliant one. Another really good one which we didn't cover today is stuff like the Victini promo from the Black White White Flare. Another one is the Greninja and the Kingdra promo from Shroud of Fable. Things like that are going to be very good for that long term. So yeah, those are the cards. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Do you think there's any other cards that you would add to this list? Do you have any of these? Or are you looking to pick up any of these? If I had to pick up one that I don't have that we went through today, I'm not going to lie, I really want that Dragonite. I've seen it so many times. I've pulled it so many times for other people on stream, and I don't have it myself. And that artwork is just absolutely incredible. So I would probably have to go with the Dragonite, I would say. Or maybe the EV, because I still don't have an SPC. But that's it from me, guys, in today's video. If you want to watch more Pokemon content, make sure to click the video on the screen. And of course, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And as always, thank you so much for watching. You guys are legends, and I'll see you in the next one.